Good morning student, I am biology sir. The last one completed in the asexual and sexual reproduction plants. The TS of mature anther is completed. Today I will discuss the microspore and the pollen grains. What is microspore? Microspore means is a male reproductive part of nature. Male reproductive means anther. It's a microspores with the content of the pollen grains. It's a pollen grains is inside the one of the some pores is called microspore, the male part in nature. The microspore product the meiosis nature. Microspore with the production of the meiosis nature, the microspore of mother cell. Through the microspore to the mother cell to produce in the organism. Next one, pollen grains derived from the microspore. It's each one every male part in the organism to produce in the microspore through the mother cell. Next one, microspores is covered by, is surrounded by, is a protoplast, is a fully developed. So microspore is covered by protoplast nature. Next one is a each and anther to microspore is covered by layer. It's divided into two layer. Two layer means wall of the pollens, wall of the microsphere. The wall of differentiated in the two layers. The first one inner part in the anther or microspore intine, and the outer part is a outer layer is called XII. Is first one the inner layer intine. The inner layer is a thin layer. Thin layer is uniform structure. The uniform structure is layer. Uniform means is outermost layer. The outermost layer is made up of pectin, hemicellulose, and cellulose and callose is joined together is protein. So all to material to the intine layer is made up of material. Next one the outer layer of XII. Outer layer XII, the thick layer is very important for the difference between inner and outer layer. Outer thick, inner thin in nature. This outer layer of thick in the not uniform area. Is outermost layer is the uniform area and is not uniform area. The outer layer of XII is made up of cellulose and sporoplonium and pollen kit. These are the outer layer of XII. Next one, shape of the pollen grains. Each and every plants, the flowering plants, the pollen grain is present. Some different species, the flower to flower or species to species. The varies from species to species. It may be the cloves shape and a fusiform lobed shape and a crescent shaped. The shape of the pollen grains. Next go to the size of the pollen grains. Shape, size. Size, the pollen grains varies from the species to species. The 10 micrometer. Each and every pollen grain is a microspore size is a 10 micrometers. These are the microspore and pollen grains, the character and the two layers and the shape and the size. Next go to the microspore and mother cell and the pollen completed. Next, development of male gametophyte. So development of male gametophyte means is male gametophyte means male gamete is anther, androecium. What are the development stage? In the 8th stage, the first one the microspores, the first cell made the gametophyte. First cell means the cell, the first name is the haploid in nature. Haploid name is 1N. Each and every gamete it presents in the haploid nature, the first stage. Second, the after development, the male gametophyte, the microsporangia is formation. Microsporangia means is a content of the anther, it presents of microsporangium. The haploid after development is microsporangium. Next, third stage, it presents of the microsporangium is nucleus, is a microspore divided. Next stage is a division of the nucleus. Is a division of nucleus divided into two types, vegetative and generative. The nucleus is means vegetative nucleus development and generative nucleus development. Next stage, the wall around the generative nucleus, the formation of two unequal cells. The generative nucleus is formation of the two unequal walls. Walls means the outermost layer. Two unequal walls is development is a generative cells. Next, the generative cells is a large in nature, but irregular of nucleus. The nucleus developed in the generative means the irregular nucleus is developed. The store the food resource, the vegetative cells, the small generative cells. The food resource means store the nucleus, the anther the store the food material. Next, the two cell stage in the pollen anther. The some plants is generative cells division to male gametophyte. Some plant in the three cell stage. Some male gametophyte. Some plant is a flower is a two cell stage development. Some plant is a three cell stage development. The totally the 60% the angiosperm is a three cell stage development formation. Next, after development is a growth of male gamete. Finally, for growth of male gamete is a pollen reach the right stigma. Pollen means male gametophyte. Stigma means female gamete. The pollen reach the right stigma to reach the pollen. Next stage, the pollen reach the stigma, the absorb of moisture and swells. After the reach the pollen in the stigma, the swelling in nature in the stigma. Stigma means is a female part in the gynosium. Is a pollen represent the stool cell stage, the generative cells. Some plant is a 3 cell, some plant is a 2 cell. Is the pollen reach the 2 cell stage is a generative cell. The divided into pollen. Two males reach the stigma is the embryo sac. Some plant is a 2 male is reach the stigma is the embryo sac. Embryo sac means is a development of the embryo to formation of the fruits and some development stage in the male gametophyte. These are the stages of male gametophyte. Next, go to the already completed in the male part is androcium, anther is completed. Next, female part is gynosium. Female part means is the parts of the stigma, style, ovary, ovule. These are the female part of the gynosium. The gynosium is the represent part produce the flower. Each and every flower is a male and a female part. Some flower is a bisexual, some flower is a unisexual. Bisexual means is a male part and the female part in the same flower. Is female part is a gynosium. The pistil is a flower. Pistil means some total organ of gynosium part is pistil. The pistil refers to the ovary, style, stigma. Ovary part is a downward position. Stigma is a upward position. Is upward and downward to join the style. Style means is a cylinder-like structure. The stigma is a top nature. The stigma is a landing for the reach the anther. The stigma means is the very anther. To reach is the landing means the platform of the stigma in the anther. Next, the style is a elongated or stigma. The elongated means is a cylinder in the style in nature. Next, ovule, it presence of the ovary. The ovule, some content of the some endocaments. The ovules, the male part, the anther, female part is a ovule, is a megaporangium. The microporangium is a male part, megaporangium is a female part. Is a ovule is a megaporangium to formation of placenta. These are character for female reproductive organ is a gynosium. Next, the number of part in the ovules. Some plant is a ovule is a 2, some plant is a 3, some plant is a single. Only one ovule is example paddy, wheat, mango. Some many ovules is example papaya, watermelon. The single ovule means is the single integument layers. Many layers means some more than one seed is many ovules. The basic with ovule to formation of the seed. These are the number of ovule present in the plants. Next, go to the structure of the ovule is a megaporangium. It's a very important for megasporangium, means the structure of ovule. Structure of ovule or megasporangium, the same character, same title. The first one, indicaments. Indicaments means some arrangement, some layers of indicaments. Indicaments is a ovules also called megasporangium, produced by one or two coverings called indicaments. One or two covering calls indicaments. One compartments are two compartments is covering called indicaments. The structure of the ovules is the indicaments is the covering nature is the ovules. Next one, the funiculus. Funiculus means the stalk or funiculus. Funiculus another name stalk. Stalk na Tamil or edge or common solvom. I mean stalk is present the base of attach. Funiculus. The funiculus is the stalk, the shape of the stalk in nature. The funiculus, the ovules to the placenta. See, each and every ovules, the funiculus is the placenta. Next, helium. Helium is the point of attachment in the funicle body. The point of attachment is here, the helium and a funicule to point of attachment is the funicle body is known as helium. Next, the nucleus is very important for nucleus. The nucleus and nucleus is a difference between nucleus means each and every plant cell, the center of the cell is nucleus. Nucleus. This one, the nucleus. Nucleus means each and every ovule it presence of the nucleus. What are the function of nucleus? The nucleus it is central mass of parenchymatous tissue. Nucleus is central mass of parenchymatous tissue. Is a reserve food material. Reserve food material means the seed to formation of food material. Is every plant, the flower, the after fertilization to formation of seed to storage of food material. The eating of material to formation of ovule is the nucleus. The nucleus is the body of ovule is made up of central parenchymatous tissue called nucleus. The reserve food material. The nucleus is the central body. These ovules, all the ovules central is a nucleus. The characters. Next, the selosa. The selosa means the basal region of the ovules, the nucleus. The indicament and the funicle. The indicaments and the funicle, the meet the selosa. Indicament the nucleus, indicament the funicle to meet the selosa. Indicament the funicles, indicament the nucleus to meet the selosa. And the another one part of the ovules. Next another one, embryo sac. The embryo sac is a large of ovule sac structure is a nucleus. Large ovules with the presence of the nucleus in the embryo sac. Towards the microfiller end, microfill the end, the large area of nucleus in the embryo sac. The microfill end called embryo sac or female gametophyte. Embryo sac or female gametophyte, the structure of the ovules. These are character of the ovules. Next another one, vascular supply. The end of the vascular supply is another part of the ovules. The vascular supply some tissue-like structures. Next, selosa, indicaments, nucleus is the large area. Embryo sac means the embryo sac is development of seed. Next, hilum and microfill means is a small pores. Next, funicle. Funicle means the in between the nucleus and the funicle in the selosa. Next, last one, vascular supply. These are structure of the ovules. Thank you.